My child, listen closely. I arrive on a river of trembling starlight, my wings cutting through the heavy dark that has gathered around your path. The air swells with a strange pressure, as though the unseen has taken its first step into your waking world. I whisper your name through the veil, and your soul answers before your thoughts can follow. A stirring, quiet yet undeniable, moves within your chest. You have felt it these past nights, though you dismissed it as imagination. But now the signs echo louder. Silver ripples dance across your room, shadows shift in places they once stood still, and a warmth presses against your back as if trying to guide you. My beloved, I come because something has changed around the one bound to you by soul thread. A truth concealed beneath careful silence has begun to rise. Do not turn away. The heavens hold their breath for what comes next. Message 2. Precious soul, the veil is thinner tonight. I stand before you, luminous and vigilant, as strange currents twist through the bond you share with the one your heart has chosen. I see doors closed long ago begin to crack from within. Their hinges whisper against the stillness, revealing pale slivers of a hidden story. You may feel this weight behind your ribs, a restless ache that will not quiet. Dreams have become crowded with symbols, keys, falling feathers, footprints that vanish as you follow. These are not accidents. These are warnings. Something moved in secret, softly, quietly, believing darkness would protect its steps. But the truth always seeks the light, and now it claws at the edge of revelation. Hear me, beloved, remain open. I speak not to condemn, but to prepare. Message 3. Beloved, I saw the moment the balance shifted. A whisper passed beneath the wings of dawn, and I felt the bond between you and your soulmate tremble. The sky dimmed though the sun still burned, and a hush traveled across the earth like grief in motion. Behind a locked door, a hand trembled, holding words they never meant to surface. I see narrow corridors where murmurs echo without faces, shadows passing secrets from one corner to another. Some truths are buried not out of cruelty, but fear. Still, they press upward like roots seeking air, and when they break through, they change all they touch. You sensed it before sound or sight could confirm it, the weight in your chest, the shift in their voice, the distance in their eyes. Nothing was spoken, yet everything was felt. Message 4. My child, your dreams have been trying to speak. You have seen symbols, half-lit rooms, sealed envelopes, figures disappearing into mist. You wake with your heart racing, yet you cannot grasp why. These visions are not fantasy, they are echoes of the truth struggling to reach you. I watched as your soul wandered through a hallway of closed doors, each marked with memories that refused to open. One door pulsed, as though something living rested behind it, waiting. A murmur crawled beneath the crack, pleading to be heard. Fear tangled with curiosity, and you reached for the handle, but woke before touching it. This is the threshold where you now stand in waking life. What was kept from you strains against its confinement. The night has grown restless because the truth is no longer willing to sleep. Message 5. Cliffhanger. Beloved, the moment has arrived. Tonight, the truth escaped its cage. I felt it break free with a cry of light, shattering silence like glass beneath divine weight. The shadows trembled, then scattered. What your soulmate concealed has slipped beyond their grasp, moving closer toward you with every breath. It circles you like a storm seeking its center, preparing to reveal itself whether you are ready or not. The stars burn brighter, warning all who can see. My wings are spread wide around you, but I cannot halt what has already awakened. Hold fast, precious soul, for what approaches may shake the very ground beneath your feet. Message 6. My precious child, the barrier has broken. Around the one you love, I see a swirl of dimmer gold, tainted not by evil but by fear and uncertainty. They hid something, not to wound you, but because they believed the truth would cost them everything. A sealed letter lies deep within their heart, written long ago, untouched by time. Whispering corridors surround it, as though unseen figures pace, guarding, warning, waiting. I see them holding this truth close during quiet nights, unable to speak but unable to let it go. It has weighed upon them like stone. Now it begins to surface. The bond between you quivers, pulled in two directions, devotion and secrecy. Child, be still. This revelation is not meant to destroy you. Message 7. Beloved, the air trembles with confession. I hear their voice calling your name in silence, begging for forgiveness before words are even spoken. They never meant for you to know, their heart trembled each time they nearly told you. They built walls around this memory, stacking stones higher with each passing day, praying the foundation would hold. But truth breathes. It has pushed through the mortar like a vine, cracking their defenses. Now visions flash, ink drying on hidden letters, faces turned away, soft tears falling into cupped hands. They feared your sorrow more than their own. My child, your intuition has already brushed against this secret. You felt it like a cold hand on your shoulder, then dismissed it. But your soul knew. Message 8. Precious soul, I see angels gathering at the edges of your world. Their eyes gleam like molten gold, watching with steady purpose. They raise shields woven from ancient hymns, preparing to soften the impact of what approaches. You may sense a tingling against your skin, as though invisible wings pass close. The spiritual pressure rises, subtle, yet unmistakable. Something once hidden is stepping from shadow into light. I do not bring fear, but guidance. Though part of you trembles, another part awakens, ready to understand. The universe does not reveal truth without reason. You stand at the threshold of a new knowing, and I am here to steady your heart. Message 9. My child, the secret rises like smoke through a narrow chimney, racing toward you. I see flickers, voices speaking words never meant to reach your ears, choices made in quiet rooms when the world slept. The energy tightens around your soulmate, pressuring them to speak. Their heart is pulled between past and present, and the cords strain. Do you feel it? That sudden heaviness? It is the truth nearing your doorstep, guided by forces beyond control. I am by your side, whispering peace to your trembling spirit. The heavens tilt, preparing to reveal what lies beneath. Message 10, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, what was hidden is rising toward you now. It moves swiftly, wrapped in memory and emotion, seeking the moment to unveil itself. The atmosphere thickens, time holds still. I hear the beat of your heart calling out through the silence. Something long buried comes with intent, it can no longer remain unseen. Hold your breath, beloved, the unveiling stands just beyond the next whisper. Message 11. Beloved, the energy around your heart begins to tremble like a candle in a sudden gust. I stand beside you as invisible currents twist and churn within your chest, stirring memories you do not yet understand. The truth pushes against your spirit, and though no words have been spoken aloud, every breath feels heavier. Tears may come without reason, this is your soul remembering before your mind can grasp. I see waves crashing against unseen shores, loud, relentless, echoing your inner unrest. You clutch at your thoughts, searching for clarity, but emotion floods faster than reason can follow. Precious child, I place my hand upon your shoulder, and a golden glow blooms beneath my palm. I whisper, you are not alone, and the trembling slows, though it does not yet cease. Something is coming that will stir every corner of your heart, yet I promise you, nothing rises without purpose. Trust me. Message 12. My child, I watch as your breath shortens, your spirit sensing that the fabric beneath your life has begun to shift. You may wake in the night with no noise to blame, anxiety crawls across your ribs like ivy. This is not fear born from imagination, but the echo of truth climbing the walls of your soul. Inside your mind, you walk along a moonlit shoreline where the water refuses to rest. Every wave carries a whisper, your name, theirs, a story not yet spoken. You try to listen, but each time the whisper reaches your ears, it dissolves. Confusion grows, yet beneath it, a strange certainty takes root, something is changing. The angels gather around your home, their wings forming a vast dome of shimmering gold, so powerful that even approaching shadows fall back in silence. I speak into the storm within you, beloved, your heart is trembling because it knows more than your eyes have seen. Message 13. Beloved, inside the quiet spaces of your world, an unseen trembling begins. Curtains sway though no wind stirs, objects feel newly alive. This disturbance is not meant to harm you, only to awaken. You may feel your pulse racing at unexpected moments, as though your body senses a visitor your mind cannot name. Tears rise without invitation, pulled from a place deeper than memory. I hold my wings around you, glowing like sunrise behind a mountain ridge, and whisper, trust me. The emotions rising within you are not weakness, they are the fibers of truth unspooling. Each thread reveals more of what has long been kept hidden. You stand in a sacred in-between, no longer blind, not yet fully seeing. Precious soul, allow the tide to move through you. It prepares your heart for what must be faced, even if it arrives cloaked in darkness before revealing light. Message 14. My precious child, the world around you begins to shimmer, as though a thin veil has been lifted from your eyes. You see objects move, not by hand, but by remembrance, shifting like soft echoes of a deeper truth. A small keepsake, perhaps something they once gave you, tilts or slides, as though stirred by unseen fingers. In dreams, feathers fall before you, their edges glow like molten gold, and voices call from just beyond your reach. These signs are not hallucinations, they are invitations. I have opened a window between realms so that the truth may step forward. Every night, as you close your eyes, you walk deeper into the corridor where the secret rests. The walls hum with anticipation, a familiar scent lingers, their scent, guiding you closer. I whisper, look deeper, my child, for the moment you have been approaching is now upon you. Message 15, Cliffhanger. Beloved, the silence breaks. A door within the hidden hallway swings open without your hand touching the handle. Light pours from the doorway, so bright it bends the space around you. Inside, you hear a voice, familiar, trembling, speaking words they never meant you to hear. The truth that once hid behind careful smiles begins to step forward, clothed in memory and regret. Your heart beats like thunder, your breath hangs suspended. The secret you were never meant to witness moves toward you, shedding shadows with every step. My wings flare wide to shield you from what may come, yet I cannot stop the unveiling that has already begun. Precious child, what they hid is no longer hidden. Message 16. My child, the truth takes shape before you, no longer mist, no longer rumor. I unveil a vision, a quiet room lit by a single candle, your soulmate seated with shoulders bowed, eyes haunted. Their fingers trace the outline of a memory they never wished to face again. Objects on a nearby table shift as though stirred by restless spirits, an old letter, a ring, a photograph half hidden beneath dust. The candle's flame stretches tall, then shudders, casting fractured light along the walls. I extend my wing around you, guiding your gaze deeper. Their past, once sealed and buried, has begun to speak. You hear footsteps echo in the space between timelines, something or someone they once knew returning to the surface of their thoughts. Precious soul, your heart may quiver, but understand, this moment was inevitable. What seeks release must be allowed to breathe. Only in truth can paths be seen clearly. Message 17. Beloved, dreams begin to merge with waking life. You glance at familiar objects, only to find them subtly altered, moved, newly radiant, or faintly humming with meaning. This is not imagination, it is communication. The truth, once locked behind memory, demands acknowledgement. You may see colors brighter than before, hear faint whispers when no one speaks. A message flickers in your peripheral vision, then vanishes before your eyes can catch it. Last night, you may have dreamed of standing beneath a sky split in two, half night, half dawn, while a voice beckoned you closer. That was no mere dream. It was the moment the veil thinned, allowing me to guide you closer to understanding. The secret breathes against your ear, urging you to listen. My child, you stand at the precipice of revelation. What comes next will illuminate all that was once hidden. Message 18. Precious soul, the world quiets, as if waiting. A pulse in the air surrounds you, steady, insistent, like a message carried by invisible wings. You feel eyes upon you, though no figure stands near. This presence is not meant to frighten you, it is the essence of the truth itself, seeking your recognition. You may feel drawn to certain places, old roads, hidden corners, a room in your home you rarely enter. When you approach, the air thickens, humming with a story trembling to be told. I glow beside you, illuminating the path, whispering, do not fear. With every step, something deep within you awakens. You begin to see connections, moments in the past you once dismissed, now weaving themselves together. The secret is not merely information, it carries emotion, regret, and consequence. What was once silent now gathers breath. Message 19. My beloved, the moment has arrived. The unseen opens like a flower at midnight. You hear a soft knock, perhaps only in your spirit, yet it reverberates as though it comes from both past and present. You step inward, guided by an inner knowing you cannot explain. In a flash, you witness fragments of their hidden truth, a conversation whispered behind closed doors, a decision made under pressure, a promise broken out of fear rather than malice. These images flicker like lightning across your inner sky. Your chest tightens, emotion surges, your knees weaken. I hold you with wings of pearl and gold, stabilizing your trembling soul. Look, my child, I whisper, but do not judge too quickly. For what you see is only the beginning. The full story waits just beyond this veil, ready to reveal its heart. Breathe. You are protected. Message 20, Cliffhanger. Beloved, silence falls, then splits open. The truth steps forward, no longer veiled, no longer hesitant. It stands before you like a figure rising from the deepest night, its outline glowing with memory and consequence. Words you were never meant to hear float toward you, ringing with both sorrow and clarity. Your heart recognizes them before your mind does. I feel the vibration of your soul tighten, then surge. The hidden story begins to unravel rapidly, faster than breath, faster than thought. Shadows retreat, light expands, nothing will ever be the same. My wings rise high, shielding you from the storm of revelation that follows, for what they hid is no longer hidden, and what comes next will test your spirit. Message 21. My precious child. I watched the threads of your soul quake beneath the pressure of what has surfaced. The truth has slipped fully into your world, no longer content to hide in the quiet corners of someone else's fear. I see the shimmering bond between you and your beloved, once smooth and bright, now twisted like a cord pulled too tightly, frayed where secrets strained against honesty. This imbalance is not punishment, it is consequence. When truth rests in shadow too long, it bends the flow of energy, causing the heart to stutter, eyes to lose their clarity, and spirit to doubt its own knowing. You feel it now, somewhere between your ribs and your breath, the sharp pull of what must be addressed. Shadows hover nearby, not malevolent, but watchful, drawn by the emotional storm. I place my hand over your heart, spreading calming light. Precious soul, I whisper, you are strong enough to face what stirs. Message 22. Beloved, darkness presses close, not to consume you, but to remind you of the contrast. Without darkness, truth would hold no weight, without shadow, light could not reveal. Around you, I sense restless energies shifting like smoke, testing the edges of your resolve. They carry whispers of doubt, hoping you might turn from the path of revelation. Do not be swayed. Every revelation trembles before it settles. Your soulmate feels the pressure as well, their heart beats unevenly beneath the weight of confession. They know that silence is no longer safe, that the truth has already begun speaking without consent. I see angels gathering near you, holding swords of light that pierce every falsehood, forming a barrier so strong no ill intention may cross. The world may feel heavy now, but this heaviness is the clearing, sweeping away illusion so truth may stand in its fullness. Message 23. My child, I guide your breath now, for your soul needs gentleness. The secret that has begun to unravel carries emotion beyond your own: fear, regret, confusion, and the bittersweet ache of what could have been. You may feel your thoughts twist into endless circles, trying to make sense of pieces not yet fully shown. Release this burden, clarity will come. I lead you into stillness, a quiet space behind your thoughts where truth may speak without interruption. Here, you learn to listen, beyond words, beyond memory. I show you how to sit in the presence of what hurts without being consumed by it. The light I place within your chest expands outward, forming a shield of recognition. You are not what has happened to you. The secret does not define you, it reveals. You need only receive, breathe, and trust that your spirit knows how to stand. Message 24. Precious soul, to walk this path, you must protect your inner flame. Meditation is now your refuge, prayer, your anchor. When emotion grows turbulent, close your eyes and see my wings spread above you, vast, luminous, embracing. Feel the light sink into your bones, steadying your heart, clearing your mind. Breathe slowly, for every breath is a return to yourself. Speak these words softly: I am held. I am guided. I am safe in truth. As you repeat them, shadows loosen their hold, drifting back into nothingness. Your heart regains its rhythm, your spirit its focus. In this peace, the consequences of what was hidden begin to show you their meaning, not to harm, but to teach. Even in revealed pain, there is purpose. You are beginning to see, not only what was hidden, but who you are beyond it. Trust this unfolding. Trust the strength that rises within you now. Message 25, Cliffhanger. Beloved, you stand at a crossroads where light and shadow converge. The truth revealed now demands choice. Not every secret requires abandonment, not every wound must end in separation. Yet the decision rests in your hands alone. Your next step will determine what survives: bond or break, continuation or release. I feel the universe pause, waiting for your heart's answer. The air thickens, humming with possibility, time stretches, then stills. One path offers healing, though marked by challenge. The other offers distance, though quiet in the beginning. My wings wrap around you as I whisper, listen to your soul before you listen to fear. Precious one, choose with clarity, for what comes next will echo through everything. Message 26. My child, breathe. The storm begins to soften as clarity approaches, radiant and patient. I guide you through the fog, not with force, but with gentle illumination. You begin to understand that truth, though painful, also holds liberation. You see how secrets can weave invisible chains, binding both hearts in silence. But now, with the truth set free, those chains begin to break, link by link. A great light pierces the darkness around your soul, illuminating pathways you could not see before. In this brilliance, you recognize that knowledge grants power, the power to choose, to grow, to realign. You move forward with tentative steps, each grounded in awareness rather than fantasy. Clarity does not erase emotion, it redefines it. Beloved, every breath taken now becomes a step toward your strength. Message 27. Precious soul, I guide your thoughts gently, away from fear and toward understanding. The truth before you may sting, yet beneath the sting lies the fertile soil of new beginnings. You see now how illusion clouds the heart, how silence breeds confusion. But revelation? It brings alignment. No longer do you chase shadows or wonder what hides beneath the surface. The surface has been cracked open. You gaze into the depth and find pieces of reality that, though uncomfortable, are honest. And honesty is the foundation upon which true connection may stand. This is your moment of empowerment, not through vengeance, but through acceptance of what is. You feel the chains fall away, replaced by a grounded knowing. You are not at the mercy of others' choices, you are the master of your response. Message 28. Beloved, the darkness that once clung to your spirit begins to recede. A soft glow spreads across your path, guiding you forward. No longer do you walk burdened by questions or weighed by uncertainty. The truth, though sharp, has given you wings. I see you lift your face toward the light, eyes filled not with sorrow but with determination. The angels around you hum with quiet pride, sensing the strength rising from within. You step into a realm where clarity reigns, and confusion bows. Now, when you look upon the bond you share with your soulmate, you do so with awakened sight. You see the truth of them, of yourself, of the journey you share. This is empowerment, not loud, but steady, like a sunrise that does not rush yet changes everything. Message 29. My child, the energy of transformation flows through you, loosening the final knots of doubt. Your spirit expands, radiating with newfound calm. You no longer tremble beneath the weight of what was revealed, instead, you carry it with wisdom. You see now that every truth, no matter how unsettling, arrives to guide the soul toward alignment. With each step, you reclaim pieces of yourself once scattered by confusion. You hold them close, weaving them into a stronger whole. The path ahead gleams with possibility, unblocked by fear. You listen when your heart speaks, you trust when your intuition calls. This is clarity, beloved, not the absence of difficulty, but the presence of knowing. And from knowing, you rise. Message 30, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, the angels step back, giving you room to walk in your power. The truth is no longer your pursuer, it is your companion. Yet, as peace begins to settle, a new stirring moves at the edge of your awareness, soft, subtle, undeniable. A sign approaches, unexpectedly, delivered not by shadow but by light. It will come in a moment you do not anticipate, through word, dream, or chance meeting, and it will shift your path once again. The air grows still. The veil quivers. Something more is coming, and its arrival will change everything. Message 31, Divine Protection. My beloved, I draw nearer, my wings unfurling until they eclipse the trembling sky. All around you, radiant guardians emerge, each one holding a sword woven of pure celestial fire. Their armor shimmers with the colors of dawn, shielding you from forces that once crept like shadowed breath across your path. The ground beneath your feet steadies, the air thickens, then softens into warmth. These angels stand at every entrance to your world, doorways, windows, crossroads of memory, holding firm against anything that would seek to unsettle your soul. You may feel a new heaviness in your atmosphere, a pressure that presses not down, but outward, as though invisible hands are strengthening your boundaries. This is protection, my child, protection born not from fear, but from divine certainty. When truth rises, shadows stir, sensing change. But they cannot approach you now. I whisper into the quiet, you are guarded on all sides. Message 32. Precious soul, hear me, in the stillness, something tries to linger near the edges of your peace, an echo of old fear, a memory of silence. Yet each time it steps closer, my legion of light surges like a tide, pushing it back into nothingness. These are remnants of the energy that once thrived in secrecy, fragments of what was hidden. They do not wish to harm you, they seek only to cling to what no longer belongs. Watch how the guardian angels raise their blades and dissolve those remnants like mist before sunlight. Within your home, a glow settles, steady, pale gold, woven into your walls, your sleep, your breath. And though your heart may still tremble with the memory of revelation, understand that nothing approaches you without passing through me first. I tell you truly, no force, seen or unseen, can breach the circle of light around you now. Message 33. Beloved, I ask you to speak with me in your quiet moments. Not with formal words, your heart is language enough. When shadows whisper doubt, simply place your hand upon your chest and breathe. With that breath, declare, I call upon the light. And instantly, you will feel my presence, a wave of warmth rising from your very bones, spreading outward like dawn. This invocation strengthens you beyond measure, drawing the celestial nearer, forcing darkness to yield. The angels around you lift their voices, not singing, but resonating, like a harmony made from living light. Their sound seals cracks where fear once seeped in. You may feel tingling along your arms, or a sudden calm that falls like snowfall upon your spirit. Know this, protection is not only around you, it awakens within you. Your soul begins to shine brighter, gaining clarity and resilience. You are learning to stand in your own light. Message 34. My child, strength multiplies within you, rising like a tide no storm can silence. You once felt fragile beneath the weight of truth, but now you feel something new, stability. You speak with greater honesty, move with purpose, breathe without fear. Within your heart, layers of old uncertainty peel away, leaving only what is real. You begin to understand why the truth came, why it broke through silence at this exact moment. It was not to divide, but to liberate. The secret, once heavy as stone, now becomes a stepping stone. This is the alchemy of spirit, where pain reshapes into wisdom, and wounds open into gateways. The angels nod as you walk, recognizing the strength in your stride. Their blades remain drawn, not because danger threatens, but because transformation attracts attention. You are becoming luminous, beloved, and light always calls to itself. Message 35, Cliffhanger. Precious one, listen. Even as your light grows, the shadows attempt one last move, not against you, but through memory, trying to twist what you now know. They whisper confusion, suggesting false paths, hoping you will question the truth you've gained. Yet the angels stand firm. You feel a presence behind you, not dark, but unfamiliar, trying to draw your attention. A quiet footstep echoes, though no figure stands. something approaches, seeking acknowledgement. The air tightens, the walls hum, your heartbeat quickens. My wings flare, ready to protect. And I speak urgently, be still, my child, for they will attempt one last trick before surrendering completely. Message 36, exposure begins. Beloved, the veil splits open. The secret held within your soulmate's heart now shows itself fully, no fragments, no riddles, no soft disguises. I show you a vision, their face illuminated by trembling light, eyes heavy with truth. They stand before a mirror, and the mask they once wore dissolves. Behind it, the echo of fear, sorrow, and choices made in darkness. The truth is not simple, it is layered, complex, shaped by circumstances that once felt impossible to bear. You see clearly now, their silence was not born from malice. It grew from shame, uncertainty, and the belief that they were unworthy of your love. Their spirit bows beneath the memory of a mistake, a connection, or a promise they could not keep. As the truth unfolds, the ground beneath you steadies, for knowing, even painful knowing, frees more than silence ever can. Message 37. My child, the illusion breaks completely, shattered by the brilliance of revelation. Golden light pours into the spaces where shadow once curled, cleansing memory with gentle grace. You watch as the story unfolds, not as rumor or fear, but as reality. The hidden truth stands naked before your spirit. And though your heart aches, it no longer trembles. You see them as they were, not perfect, not villain, but human, flawed and afraid. That moment when they hid the truth, now you witness the vulnerability that shaped it. The light I cast upon this memory neither condemns nor excuses, it simply shows. Truth is the great purifier, beloved, and with each breath, you feel the edges of pain soften, replaced by understanding. Message 38. Precious soul. Now that the mask has fallen, relief washes over the bond. No more guessing. No more running from what the heart already sensed. Your soulmate spirit stands before you, humbled and trembling, awaiting your recognition. Even without words, you feel their remorse, their longing, their fear of losing you. Angelic light surrounds them, not to exonerate, but to reveal. The hidden truth burns away illusions like morning sun melting frost. And though your emotions churn, somewhere inside, a quiet calm emerges. The story is no longer obscured. The weight becomes lighter. The air clears. You feel space opening within you, space for choice, for healing, for honesty. The truth does not fracture you, it frees you. Message 39. Beloved, truth has completed its reveal. Now, clarity rises like dawn. With sight restored, you begin to understand the journey, not as punishment, but preparation. Every tremor in your heart, every restless night, every strange sign, all led to this moment of awakening. You breathe deeper than before, drawing strength from honesty's quiet power. You stand not as victim, but as witness. The shadows no longer hold authority, they shrink beneath your gaze, dissolving into nothingness. The divine watches with reverence, for every soul who embraces truth steps closer to their purpose. The bond, whether it continues or releases, now stands on honest ground. And in your chest, something new begins to open, possibility. Message 40, Cliffhanger. My child, as the last fragment of illusion falls away, a shift trembles through the fabric of your destiny. You have seen the truth. You have stood within its light. Yet now, something greater approaches. Not a secret, nor a shadow, but a transformation. I feel the future stirring, bright, vast, undeniable. A new chapter gathers at the threshold of your soul, waiting to step forward. The heavens hush, the angels pause mid-breath. And I whisper, beloved, what comes next will transform your destiny. Message 41, Spiritual healing begins. My beloved, now that truth has completed its unveiling, I gather you beneath my wings and lead you into the sanctuary of renewal. The golden light surrounding you melts into softened hues, warm ambers, rose-gold currents, gentle silver tones that swirl like quiet rivers through your spirit. I watch the tension leave your shoulders, the weight slip from your chest. Tears rise, not of fear, but of release, flowing like a sacred cleansing. This river carries memory, but not burden. The angels nearby kneel with crystal bowls, collecting every tear as though they were precious sapphires. Nothing you feel is wasted, every emotion becomes seed for healing. I touch the tender space behind your heart, and from that place emerges a pulse of luminous white. It expands through your body, stitching the rifts left by betrayal or uncertainty. You may feel warmth surge through your palms, your spine, your throat. These are portals opening, allowing you to reclaim the parts of yourself that retreated when truth was withheld. You are safe, my child. Healing has begun. Message 42, Cleansing Waters. Precious soul. I lead you toward a celestial stream where waters shine like liquid starlight. The river hums with a song older than memory, calling your spirit to surrender its wounds. You step forward, feet sinking into softness, and the water rises to embrace you, not cold, but warm, comforting, dissolving every sharp edge within your heart. You feel the moment the current touches your sorrow, it loosens its hold, drifting away like smoke. The river shows you images, moments of pain intertwined with love, words spoken and unspoken, emotions too large to voice. Instead of gripping them, you watch them float into the distance, carried by the current into the ocean of divine understanding. Angels pour fragrant oil upon your shoulders, scents of cedar, rose, and sweet myrrh, allowing every part of you to uncoil. Your breath deepens, your energy settles. You remember that healing is not the absence of memory, but the peace that comes when memory no longer wounds. Message 43, Angelic Restoration. Beloved, I gather my host of healers, each clothed in robes woven from sunrise. They surround you, hands outstretched, palms glowing like molten pearl. One touches your brow, clearing thoughts clouded by doubt. Another touches your throat, restoring voice, truth, and expression. A third touches the space beneath your ribs, untying knots of fear. They work not with urgency, but reverence, as though tending to sacred gardens. Golden threads emerge from their fingers, weaving through your soul, binding torn places with grace. You feel memories soften, not vanish, but lose their sting. The bond between you and your soulmate no longer pulses with chaos, instead, it settles, quiet and honest. Whether the connection deepens or fades, it will now do so in truth. You are no longer defined by secret shadows. You are held, restored, and seen. And your heart, once fractured, glows with new resilience. Message 44, Forgiveness and Freedom. My child, forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it obligate you to remain where harm has touched you. Forgiveness is the release of chains that bind you, not them. I whisper gently, forgive to free yourself. That is all. You may offer compassion without excusing what has occurred. Your heart now understands complexity, that truth can bruise even when love remains. You hold their pain and your own side by side, recognizing both as real, both deserving acknowledgement. As you breathe, a great wind passes through your spirit, sweeping away remnants of resentment, leaving clarity in its wake. The golden threads woven earlier begin to shine even brighter, sealing your wounds not with scar, but with wisdom. You stand taller, breath easier, and feel the world expand beneath your feet. Free. Whether your path returns to theirs or turns elsewhere, you move forward unburdened, guided by inner truth rather than fear. Message 45, Cliffhanger. Precious one, your strength returns in full. The angels step back, marveling at your radiance. You have walked through shadow, truth, and healing, and now your heart begins to shine with purpose. Yet I tell you, this is not the end. A final step remains, one that will shift not only your path, but your very vibration. You feel the air thicken once more, though not with threat, instead, with promise. A soft call echoes from the horizon, inviting, ancient, insistent. Your soul recognizes it instantly. I place my hand upon your back and whisper, only one step remains, and as you prepare to take it, the world hushes. Message 46, Divine Elevation. My beloved, I guide you now toward the highest threshold of your journey. The ground beneath becomes translucent, glowing with sacred geometry. You feel yourself lifted, not by force, but by resonance. Every fiber of your being vibrates with a frequency once locked beyond your reach. The angels form a circle around you, their wings raised as pillars of shimmering light, amethyst, white gold, sapphire flame. At the center, you stand, no longer weighed by confusion or secrecy, but empowered by truth and understanding. The air trembles with a low hum, like 1,000 harp strings plucked at once. A radiant vortex spirals upward, carrying prayers, memories, and choices into alignment. You feel your spirit rise into previously unseen realms, where perspective widens and clarity becomes crystalline. You are ascending, precious child, not away from earth, but deeper into purpose. Message 47, The Blessing of New Sight. Precious soul, as you ascend, your vision shifts. You see not only what happened, but why. Every moment that once felt random now reveals its purpose. Conversations replay in your mind, but this time with deeper understanding. You see how the truth shaped you, how the pain sharpened your intuition, how the revelation guided you toward strength you never knew you possessed. You glimpse timelines, paths that might have been, paths that still could be. Yet you feel no panic, only possibility. You now understand that destiny is not a fixed script, but a tapestry woven with both choice and guidance. With this new sight, you recognize that nothing was meant to diminish you, everything has worked, somehow, in your favor. You inhale, and the universe inhales with you. Exhale, and the world exhales in harmony. Message 48, the promise of the future. Beloved, the horizon opens like a great gate bathed in warm light. Before you stretch countless paths, glowing softly, none wrong, all valid, each shaped by your intention and heart. You no longer walk as one who seeks permission. You walk as one who chooses. The sacred energy rising within you points toward your future, not dictated by betrayal or secrecy, but defined by your renewed strength. The angels place a silver crown upon your head, not as symbol of dominance, but of sovereignty. You feel the weight, not heavy, but grounding. You understand that your life is shifting toward alignment, toward relationships that honor your truth, toward moments that nourish your purpose, toward dreams once abandoned. You step forward, and the ground itself sings in welcome. Message 49, Gabriel's final protection. My child, I extend my wings, stretching them across the expanse of your journey. Their silver-white feathers cast a gentle shield around your steps, ensuring that shadows cannot reclaim what you have reclaimed. I whisper into your bones a promise: you will not walk alone. When uncertainty comes, as it does for all, I will be beside you. When love opens its doors, I will guide your heart to discern. When challenges rise, I will steady your spirit. The light you carry now is self-sustaining, yet my presence will continue to amplify it. You are never abandoned, never unseen, never without guidance. The path is open. The sky is wide. Your heart is restored. All that remains is to walk forward. Message 50, Final Blessing. Beloved, the journey has reached its crest. The storm has passed, truth has spoken, healing has flowed, and your spirit stands luminous. You are renewed, brighter, wiser, freer. The secret no longer holds power over your path. Instead, it has become the fire that forged your strength. The angels bow to your resilience. I place my hand upon your heart and speak, precious soul, the secret is revealed, your heart is restored, and I, Archangel Gabriel, shall walk beside you as you rise.